Hello, my name is Leo. Welcome back for another episode of Scandinavian Superpower in Victory 2. And in previous episodes we tried to do another war against Denmark, but that unfortunately didn't go particularly well because, well, United Kingdom sent in troops. I mean, technically that one army we probably could have beaten, but we actually, is this? Oh, that's half an army. Well, a bit more than half an army, but yeah, we're gonna have to build that up again. We are building a lot of railways and some factories. Now we no longer can build them ourselves because our party is now the Liberals, I believe. Is that? Yeah, it is a Liberal party. Alright then, so we can't build anything ourselves and we're still losing a ton of money. We may actually need to... Oh, the taxes have dropped a lot. Okay, how about we increase the tariffs a little bit then? I know that this might be bad for our economy in the long run. But right now I just think we need a bit of resources, or a bit of money. Of course we can probably lower the admin costs a tiny bit, and the education, well, I'm not going to drop that too much yet. Now the military, of course, I could drop a little bit. We are paying quite a significant amount. What is actually taking the most? Artillery is taking quite a bit. We're not building artillery ourselves, are we? Actually no, we are. Just not enough. Okay, but that is reducing the losses a little bit at least. Now, we've got several factories that have already gone bankrupt, which is certainly not great. But it looks like Prussia is actually starting to be quite weak in comparison. It's still got a massive industry, but like their western parts are completely occupied by various rebels. And I don't think they actually have access to that. Maybe they do. But they have... actually, how much did they have, army? 24 regiments, so it's about as much as we have. Of course, we're not in a shape to fight them ourselves. Although I do wonder... Well, we've got a fair bit of infamy right now. The Great Four. In the last part of 1800s, Norway was shook by the works of critical authors like Henrik Ibsen, Per Bjørnson, Alexander Kielland, and Jonas Lie. The novels and plays in the realism genre enraged the establishment, caused massive nationwide discussion and cleared the ground for large social reforms. Okay, well, we got a fair bit of prestige out of that. Not enough to raise our... Well, it did increase our prestige enough to get to a higher rank in prestige. But beyond that, unfortunately, not that much. Okay, well, Alright, land unit. Okay, if I was to lower the land unit maintenance, say, to 80 or 75%, I don't think we'll be fighting a war right now. Just to reduce the cost a little bit. So what about... The navy cost a little bit, but not quite as much. Yeah, it's the land units that are... Okay, there we go. Well, we made a profit for it one day. Then making a deficit again. Okay, well, I see a problem with having the Liberals in charge right now, which just can't keep the taxes up. Now, we are actually exporting in favor of Clipper convoys. How is the Clipper convoy price, by the way, I wonder? It is not in high demand anymore, so we should definitely not focus more on that one. We should probably get the steam clippers, actually, but we can't get that directly. We've got the naval speed now. That's killer ship. We're getting the weapons platform in here, which is going to make the shipbuilding a little bit faster. We could get the supply range increased, or we could increase the... Oh, that wouldn't be bad for fuel and dyes, and on the other hand, combustion engine... Ooh, farming out plus 15 tractors there. Well, well. There are a lot of things that we could do. We're getting the weapons platform right now, and our education is still working fairly well. Eventually we should be hitting the 100% literacy rate, and then we can actually lower the education funding a little bit. Oh, looks like the Prussians have built another fleet now. We're not building any troops, are we? No, we're still encouraging soldiers. How about we actually switch to encouraging basic industry? Oh, actually, what are the factories over here? Can I see them? We've got 6 factories in there. I mean, I know that I can see them in the production screen here. I was just wondering if I can see them there, but Götaland. We've got steel, winery, machine parts, clothing, and clipper convoys. I think what we want to encourage here is then either basic industry. Well, machine part and steel, yeah, that's basic industry. Then over here we probably want to encourage the wood industry. And where is the third one? Down here. Do we have any factories in Jylland right now? We got one steel factory. I'm not entirely sure if that's the best. We could always... Well, Westland does have arms manufacturing. So let's say if we remove the focus there, Westland gets the armaments industry encouragement. There we go, now we are making money. Not massive amounts, but if we can get the money back to like 100,000, we should have plenty of income. Because that does mean that we might not have quite as large of a navy or military in the future, but oh well. It's actually, Netherlands does like us. I'm going to increase relations with them a bit further. Now, I'm still allied to... Oh, lockout. More socialists. Or the rich become... As a militancy. I'm going to say it's unconstitutional. See what goes or happens from there, but we're now losing money again a little bit. Maybe we should lower the tariffs again. Because we do need to import a lot of things. Hold on a minute. Oh, that's negative. Okay, so we basically pay for the industry to get the stuff. How many factories do we have closed right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy. Alright, we got the artillery factory down here, which is currently closed because of reasons. And, money is really not doing great. Okay, I'm going to reduce the military funding to 50% and naval funding to 75%. To reduce the cost a little bit because our economy is not very strong right now. But if we get some more economy and factory research done, then we should be mostly okay, I reckon. Right, so how... Prussia is still 6th. There are 19 on the military rank. Oh, wow. Oh, what's the platform? Excellent. Right, so we could take something from Comoros, for example. This would give us more prestige. I'm actually going to take that one first. Mostly because we need more prestige. There's a lot of nations ahead of us that have so much more prestige. All things considered, like Belgium doesn't actually have more prestige. Nor does Austria. Austria does have a bit more prestige. Bavaria has about the same prestige, actually. I know that there was someone that had massive prestige, but that was ahead of me. Okay, Prussia has a lot. And then France. Okay, so these are mostly in the correct order. There's a little bit of discrepancy there between USA and Russia, but other than that. Who's number 7? Saxony is number 7 with 160 prestige. Oh, wow. Well, that's a fair bit. Okay, so now we're making money again. I'm just gonna let the money flow in until we have something like 100,000 before I start wasting or using a lot of the money. So let's actually speed up a little bit because there's not that much going on right now. Oh. Upper house, so socialists are getting more ground. Conservatives and reactionaries are losing some ground. But railroads are being built like crazy right now. That's all of the mainland Denmark. Get some... You know what, I'm gonna let the militancy drop a little bit in the Pole strata in that particular place. Cement factory in Stockholm. Ooh. And lumber mill. Hold on, didn't they already have a lot in there? No, that's Götaland, Svealand. Okay. So the cement factory, oh, it was upgraded. And the lumber mill is probably up. Oh, they're now going to upgrade the cement mill again. Okay, let's have a look at the cement price just out of curiosity. Is there massive demand for it? It's fertilizer, cement. The price has been fairly high, I suppose. It's not in high demand right now. Actually, how about that the artillery? We have a little bit max stockpile in these, depending on what our military needs. Let's actually have a look. So the small arms demand is not high. Artillery demand is actually pretty high, so we should be making a decent profit out of it. I reckon. But the artillery factory in Lübeck has been closed. And what about... We did have another one, right? Or did we? No, we got the ammunition. We're building a small arms factory in Holstein, but that's going to be closed, I reckon. Okay, so more railroads. Steel factory, Norland. Alright then. Well, oh, tax efficiency goes up. Good. That's going to be really handy right now because of the liberals in charge. I mean, sure enough, the liberals being in charge means that taxes are going to stay relatively low, but also the factories are going to take care of themselves, so we don't need to worry about that too much. There's still 4 factories that are currently bankrupt. They might be opening some of them. Okay. Campaign for Married Women's Property Act. Sure, we'll go a little bit more liberal. Okay, so historical theory is soon done. After that, let's actually have a look. What do we need? Is there... We could get... Oh, research points. We should have started that earlier. Oh, we're going to go for that now, so we can speed up the research even further. And that's actually going to give us a lot of prestige. Oh, we share prestige, so the first one gets a bit more, and then... Okay, fair enough. That's a lot of railroads. Glass factory... Okay, well, ooh, we can get a reform. Now, what do the movements want most? If we sort by the... Okay, common school movement has the most people. Hold on, I suppose it means... Acceptable school system. Well, it does increase education efficiency. There's about 10% of the population wanting that reform. Let's have a look. Is there any other reform that one has more population wanting it? Because, of course, we like to do something that benefits the entire population, or the most of the population. No, I think that is the highest. Okay. I'll go for that one then. That means that the... Ooh, wow, right, we are at 97% literacy rate now. And more railroads. Okay, we're up to 47,000 now. That's fairly good progress there. We're still building a railroad there. We could build some fort, I reckon. For example, down here somewhere might not be a bad idea to get a fort, because the last time we fought, they did a landings in here, so we're going to kind of protect all the British landings in here. Of course, because they were supporting Denmark, and speaking of Denmark, okay, they've grown a little bit of an army there. Or mustered a bit of an army there. Right, so we got the army in... Hold on a minute, where do we have the armies? Oh right, Lübeck, Malmö and Esbjerg. Let's... I actually want to increase the military funding back to 60% now. Once I get back to 100, I will start increasing the army size again. But with the railroads being completed, we're building railroads pretty much everywhere right now. But anyway, that's going to increase the productions that we have. We actually are now still 13. Oh, get prestige. And navy speed goes up. Good. So, if we take a gander at the great powers list again. So, it's Belgium who is just above us with 260 points. So, we got a little bit ways to go there. Our industry, if we can get the industrial points to 100 or something like that, then we might just surpass them. But right now, it's not quite there yet. Forward, more socialists, or all pops become more socialist. Go for all go a little bit more socialist. Railroad in Luleå. Ah, right. Technically that railway goes through Finland, but oh well. At least the visual goes through Finland there. I'm sure they don't mind. Well, they might. Okay, let's have a look at, for example, Austria. We are still very good relations. Bavaria, I suppose I could improve relations with you. I know that you are a bit higher in the Great Powers list. You're no longer Great Power. Oh, actually, speaking of Great Powers, Italy. How about we increase relations with you a tiny bit? I'm pretty sure that I cannot really ally anyone because I'm allied to, well, Russia. Regular clothes factory in Göteborg, liquor distillery in Stockholm. I believe those were just upgraded. I would assume anyway. Oh, Götaland is getting level 4 steel mill. Oh my. Let's actually have a look at the production. So, steel. I'm producing 11% of the world's steel. Wow. What about, actually, I was asked when I started the series that I should be the top producer of furniture, but I don't think that's going to happen. We produce 1% of the furniture. And we produce no luxury furniture because we just don't have access to the tropical wood, which kind of makes things somewhat difficult. Clipper convoys, we produce 50% of the world's supply there. Oh. Okay, what about steamer convoys? That's something that we should definitely start producing at some point, but I can't build those myself. Maybe I could build one. Well, I can't build the factory right now, but at some point we might want to get one of those up, because those will be useful in the long run. Okay, more railroads. Cement factory in Stockholm has been upgraded. And delivery rate is already 97.3. Ah, more prestige. Good. Oh, we're up to 89 industrial points now. Okay, so we are getting a lot of points in here. Just out of curiosity, how big of a difference is there in us Belgium now? 11 points. That's actually not too shabby. We're getting a lot of money still. So I'm thinking I can probably increase the military funding again by another 5%. I'm going to take it up slowly, just so that the economy will do fine. Oh, okay. Everyone gets more consciousness. No, not everyone, but farmers, labourers, craftsmen, artists, and clerks. And we get some prestige. Alright then. Oh, and we're going to get the research done soon. So that's going to increase the speed even further. It's about 10 extra points there. Or something like 9. But yes, that's fairly decent. I suppose we might want to get some more... Well, that would be tax efficiency, not necessarily bad. This would be the... factory... Ooh, farming output. Supply limit. Combustion engine wouldn't be bad either. We could get some military stuff or naval stuff as well. Supply range, organization. I think we're going to go for the organic chemistry. Unless we should go for some more prestige. Prestige gain 5%, that wouldn't actually be bad. We would be getting a fair bit in there, or more national focuses. Although we can't get more focuses quite yet. That would increase the reinforcement speed and regiment experience, which technically would be pretty decent as well. How quick would that be? 7? Oh, right. 7,000 points, and how much do we get per... We get quite a bit in. So it would be... It's almost 60 points. So about 120 days. You know what, I'll do that real quick. It's gonna be October this year, so it's, yeah, something like 120 days-ish. Canned food factory, Bergen. Got more prestige. Steel factory in Göteborg. Railroad in Älvsund, and more railroads in Trondheim. And Russia has been doing a lot of great power stuff. Unfortunately, I don't know if we'll be able to reach the great power status permanently in this one. We might get fairly close. Mecklenburg is fairly pleased with us. I suppose if we increase our military, or well, not necessarily that much military, but if we increase our industry further, because we can increase... Oh, we did go over Belgium now. They dropped by a little bit. Maybe their prestige went down or something. Or even military. They are allied to France. I am actually allied to Krakow, Austria, and Russian Empire. So how far are we from Ottomans? Oh, pretty far. Over 40 points. Okay, well they got massive military. And quite a prestige, but we got much stronger industry than they do. At least in terms of raw production, but if we could get over Austria, that'd be quite nice, and then slowly over Bavaria. Italy is going to be quite difficult to reach, though. But I will certainly try. Krakatoa explodes, oh no. Furniture factory completed, okay, or maybe... Okay, we've still got 3 factories that are closed. Does it look like our economy is actually on the whole, doing pretty good. I'm gonna increase the military funding again. Slim picketing. Let them increase their consciousness a little bit. Although it might mean that they will demand for more things. We got the communists forming up still. Oh, right, we got the tech. And then we got anarcho-liberals forming up. The communists have 4 regiments. Oh, wait, no. They got 4 regiments ready to join a rising right now. Or general rising. The possible brigades 25. That's quite a lot. Of course, the quality of those shouldn't be very high, but it is still quite a lot of troops. We might want to increase the artillery stuff. Might not be bad, or the dig-in bonus, deep defense system. On the other hand, getting the organic chemistry would be a decent one, or market regulations, or the Diplo influence. Is that the Diplo influence? No, that's the colonial power. Oh right, yeah, that's the Diplo points. Oh wait, no, that's the influence. That's for the great powers, isn't it? But we don't have those because we're not great power. So these would increase the organization of the navies. I think time-saving measures that would increase the factory's output. You know what? I'm going to do the market regulations first, then the time-saving measures. And then we'll go do these 2 naval stuff, then some army stuff, and then probably continue with the industry a bit further. Although the assembly line, ooh. I can't say no to that. Factory cost goes down, throughput tech goes, or throughput goes up, and then there's a lot of various like cattle, fish, fruit, wine, and liquor productions that go up. And the last one there, oh, more permanent prestige, good. Oh, another internal crisis, or international crisis. So, Greece and Ottomans. Russia is packing the Ottomans once more, which really isn't surprising, but we got a lot of railways done. That's quite nice. Oh, and... oh. So who's going to support who? We got Prussia backing Greece, and Russians backing the Ottomans. I wonder if anyone else is... oh. More prestige, good. If anyone else is going to side with anyone there. Because that would be quite interesting to see. If there's going to be a war between Prussia and Russia, we might be get called into that, to be fair. I'm not entirely sure how much I'd be able to get from it. Maybe something. A lot of railroads, though. A lot of railroads. We're about to hit 100 points in industry. Which honestly is not bad. Now, our budget is already 80,000, so we should probably keep on building stuff. Are we building a fort here? No, not yet. Oh, Frankfurt goes bankrupt. Oh, that's not good. Let's take a quick look. No, we don't have any loans right now ourselves, and we've given out a lot of loans. Not massive in terms of actual money, I suppose. Oh, tax efficiency goes up by 3. That means a lot more income for us. Might leave the taxes at 50% for the rest of the game, to be fair. Like, right now it seems to be working fairly well. Of course, especially since we don't need to pay for the factories. Oh, there's a lot of factories. Oh, white piece. Oh, furniture factory in Stockholm, okay. Oh, is that one producing actual stuff now? Svealand. They got the explosive factory closed, they got a lot of cement people in the cement factory, and the furniture factory is doing a lot of money. Ah, interesting. Just out of curiosity. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. No, I don't think we see it there. Furniture. So we're producing 1.4% of the furniture in the world. Need to get that IKEA. Right. Assembly line completed. Clipper shipyard. Probably upgraded. Right, so I wanted to get these market regulations up now. For the extra tax efficiency. It seems like we got quite a bit of unemployed people in certain areas. Circulation doubles. Having free press means to having to deal with the strangest things. The Swedish Watchman, a queer little tabloid that sees a fair amount of circulation in one of our states, has published an opinion piece painting the foreign minister out to be a member of the secret Masonic sect. Oh right, we've had this before. I'm not going to deny the rumours. However, I am going to end the episode here because we are just about out of time. So, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.